Hello everyone and welcome to Monday. You may hear a little bit of thunder in the background, but do not be alarmed. That's part of the video. Did you know that you can play GameCube games on your Wii U? It's true. And in fact, they actually run natively, which is bizarre, but this is simplifying it a lot, but inside the Wii U is a Wii. Inside the Wii is a GameCube. So it stands to reason that your Wii U can actually play GameCube games natively. Now, it can't play discs. Don't put a GameCube disc into a Wii U. It'll probably destroy the disc or the console or both. But if you rip the game and put it on a hard drive, the Wii U is capable of actually playing it. Not natively. You got to do some stuff under the hood, but it is possible to get it working. And it's pretty cool. Check this out. That is Luigi's Mansion. And it is running on the Wii U. And what's so wild about this to me is that you can use this. You can use a GameCube controller. You can use a GameCube controller hooked up to a GameCube controller adapter, the official one. So it's just hooked right up into the Wii U like you would use to play Smash 4, but it will actually function for the GameCube games. So yeah, I've had an interesting evening, and I should clarify that this did take an evening. It took quite a bit of time to do, and it's a little complicated, but the guides and stuff that I followed were pretty step-by-step. And I won't be telling you what I did or what steps I took, because that kind of falls into a bit of a legal gray area. But it is something that, you can do, and it is very, very neat. Although it makes me wonder why Nintendo never did anything with this. If the Wii U is capable of playing GameCube games natively, which means the compatibility list must be, essentially perfect, why didn't they do that? Like, why didn't they expand the Virtual Console even further? The Wii's Virtual Console was so good, the Wii U was a little but the Wii U had the possibility of playing GameCube games. That's crazy. That's wild. But they didn't do that, and they've moved on to the Switch, and the Switch doesn't contain a GameCube, and I do not believe the Switch is powerful enough to emulate the GameCube, so we probably won't be seeing GameCube stuff for a long time. Now, the reason that I went through and did all of this is because this Saturday we're doing our charity event. We're raising money for our local children's hospital, and we've collected all the GameCube games, many with your help, and we want to play on the actual discs, on actual hardware. That's why we have the GameCube, that's why we have the Eon GCHD, to make it look as good as possible. But there is always a possibility that something's going to go wrong, that either the hardware itself will fail, or more likely, something will be wrong with the disc. It can happen. We might go to play Luigi's Mansion, and the disc may not work. So by having a backup like this, I feel a lot better, because if we go to play Luigi's Mansion and the disc is scratched and won't read, I can say, I got it, hold on, load up the Wii U, which is going to have dumps of the games, and then we can play them. And it's really cool. Like, you can go to the shelf and get a game, put it in your computer, rip it, and take that file and put it onto the hard drive and play it. And that's neat. That's really, really cool. I'm, again, very confused why Nintendo didn't do anything with this, but c'est la vie. One thing that I'm really curious about, and maybe at some point I'll do like a more in-depth, look at this, is that the GameCube, outputting through either component or this Eon GCHD, outputs its highest feed available, which is 480p. Now, the Wii U is also running it in progressive scan. So it's running at 480p, except it's also upscaling it to 1080. So the big question is, theoretically they should be about the same, but is that upscaling making it look a lot better? I don't know. All I know is that right now this game looks pretty dang good on my television, because it's running, 1080p. I don't know if it would look any better if it was coming out of the GameCube through a FrameMeister. I'm really not sure what the comparison there would be, but I think it would at some point be worth comparing, because this is wild. This game looks great, and it's certainly, for most people playing back in the GameCube era on composite, this is going to be amazingly better. So, yeah, The Wii U has had new life breathed into it, you know, because of me taking the time to do all this stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited not only for the charity event where I'll have backups of the games, but in the future, if I want to do a stream of Luigi's Mansion or something like that, I may be able to just do it through the Wii U, and it'll look gorgeous. It's pretty neat. I'm really impressed with the people that did all of the tinkering to make this a reality, because there's some really cool stuff going on here. Anyway, that's it. This took up most of my evening, and I definitely wanted to talk about it, but I didn't want to talk about it until I got it running. And I kept thinking I was like almost had it running, and then something went wrong, and then something went wrong, and then finally I got it working. But yeah, this is really cool. If any of you have done this, I'd love to hear your stories, either for the Wii U or maybe the Wii. Maybe you just have, you know, some of, like, a backup of your own GameCube games on a hard drive for your Wii. But the Wii U will do the same thing, and it's really fascinating, especially with that HDMI 1080p. Wow. Again, why didn't you do anything with this, Nintendo? I'm so confused. Maybe one day we'll learn. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?